Hi friends, this is Misty with How Creative Creations, the Stick Pony Lady. Today I'm making this fierce green and blue speckled dragon stick pony. Again, this is from that batch that I lost the footage from where I cut it out, so we're starting with the embroidery. I'm using once again the new embroidery pattern from Choli Knight. I will link it in the description below. I got it on Etsy, and I love these eyes. So, starting out, and I'm stitching. I'd already traced my pattern and marked my eyes. So, I am stitching this new pattern, which takes about half the time of my, well, it takes a quarter of my normal dragon eye time. And so, I am doing this one a little bit more because we all know time is money. So, I'm stitching the green around the eye at the moment. And while I'm doing this, you'll see peaks in the bottom right-hand corner. You'll see peaks of the stays, the 18th century stays that I'm working on for my friend that's an author. And here in a couple of weeks, you'll see a video I'm making these stays. So see, there they are. Peekaboo. While I'm stitching on the machine embroidering, as I am hand stitching the eyelets for the lacing on these stays. So I can kill two birds with one stone. I hope Miss McDowell really enjoys it. Now I am changing the thread, which is part of it. I'm putting in my black thread on this one. So I'm stitching and stitching. This really is, I know this is at 2.5 speed, but I mean, it really is a lot faster. Used to just stitching one eye with the other dragon eye pattern took me over half an hour for one eye. So this pattern takes about 12 minutes to stitch out the entire eye. So I would much rather do this one. And I like it. I have another new one for dragon eyes that I'm going to try out on another one that I'll probably stitch. I'll stitch it tomorrow, but it'll be a couple weeks before you see that one. Or a few before you see that one. Here we go with the other eye. So, I probably do another video tomorrow while I'm doing another stick pony, and I haven't decided, I'll probably record cutting several because I need to cut them out, or do the drawing the pattern on. I'm getting them ready for embroidery. I don't know if I will embroider them. I'll probably do it tomorrow. But I'll continue to record those for videos for y'all. And while I'm doing those, I'll continue stitching because I'm only about a quarter of the way of hand stitching the eyelets onto the stays. So that, then I will have the stay line and cutting, making by tape for days, and trimming up everything. Okay, here I am. I am chaining out the green thread for the black thread. And then I have plans for a burrow. A donkey, a burrow. That one's coming up soon. And I have a couple others in the works. Let's see if we can try this again. So I thought I was recording for past 6 minutes. But I wasn't. So we'll try it. I have a naughty little kitten that hadn't learned to stay off Mama's laptop. Evidently, she jumped up here and turned my mic off again. Anyways, so I'm stitching out this eye on this dragon again. And I'm changing out for the white. I was wondering, what other creatures y'all want to see me make? I make Pegasus, Tony. I make horses and realistic and fantasy style, and zebras and rhinos and elephants and Pegasus and seahorses and sharks and donkeys, deer, reindeer, Christmas, all sorts. Okay, I am matching up the eyes like normal. Match up the eyes first. Make sure they're even so I don't have a cockeyed stick pony. And then I match up everything else and I pin it in place so I can cut it out, and it cuts out all pretty and even. So, because when I tried to do it by hand for a while, I did end up with lopsided animals. So, and again, this fabric I got at Nancy's Trunk Stitches by Nancy's Trunk, the local quilting store, and I love them. I will put a link to their online shop in the description below too. This is akin to the orange speckle and the silver speckle that I had for other dragons. It just screams to me like reptilian flesh. I'm not sure what it's really supposed to be, but it looks reptilian to me. So I'm doing again a rounded ear instead of the pointed large ears, and making this one more rounded. So just make it kind of different. Make them all different, but even more so with this one. So I'm stitching them up, and then I will turn them right side out. And then I will fold them. I do a pleat and a fold, or a fold, or just a pleat. I do them different all the time. But I make even the ears three-dimensional with them themselves to help stimulate extra imagination in the kids. And that's my whole goal, is to stimulate the imagination. Because even though kids play nowadays, they play different than we did when we were kids, as we played different than when our parents were kids. But I don't think kids need to constantly be on video devices. I think they need a hands-on imagination also. Not that I think we should completely ban computers and all that from kids. No, it's about balance. My kids play video games. My kids have computer tablets just like many other kids. I just think it's a balance between it. And especially like stick ponies, it also encourages them to get outside and play. And in doing that, or in the house and play, it encourages exercise by running. And it's just my opinion. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own. Here I'm stitching on the ears. I stitch them on twice to make sure they're good and solid, because that's one of the places, in my opinion, that kids are likely to grab onto and tug. So they need to be reinforced, in my opinion. I don't put reins on my stick ponies because I feel like that could be a choking hazard, like a strangulation hazard. So I don't do that. Here I'm cutting the fins, and I'm doing just a simple triangle design this time instead of the angled fin. I'm always doing everything different, trying something new. I started out making stick ponies and dragons. This is what I started with, was the triangular, and then I went to like a Gothic style point, and then I went to wave style point. So I do them different every time. And I hand cut all these freehand. I don't have a pattern for this. I just hand them. And this dragon is going to have green and blue spikes. 3 rows. 2 green, 1 blue. So here I am pinning them, deciding where they're going to go and pinning them. If you hear chopping noises in the background, Matthew is cutting up potatoes for dinner. So, I'm pinning the blue. And that's it. The way I get it to do the 3 rows is I do sandwich the middle in between the other 2 on one side, and then I pin the other side of the dragon. Cut a few more out because I misestimated how many I had and how it would take. Since I do them different all the time, the outcome's different all the time, it's harder to guesstimate how long I need it. Which, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Now I'm pinning the other side. I'm pinning the other side to the and stitching it. Stitch it all the way through once, and then I'll go through and stitch it through a second time. There's the one. Now do it again. All the way through a second time. And I stitch these 2 times to make sure that they're all secure for a long life. Now I'm stitching the casing to the zip tie to the head. And I use industrial strength zip ties. These aren't the ones you just go to Walmart and buy. Snipping the corners. I'm just snipping the inside corners, like around the neck and on the 2 nubby things on its nose. Now I'm turning her, whichever, right side. Cat's stubborn. So I turn it right side out, and then I begin stuffing. And it's about 5 large handfuls. And I set the little nubbies in the nose first, and then work out. That way I can ensure that it's squishable and huggable, but firm enough to cushion the end of the dowel rod. I use a 36-inch long dowel rod, and it goes close to the top, not exactly to the top of the stick pony's head. Squishy, squishy. Need some more. And it's done. I glued the stick in and the ball on the end and numbered it. This is SP63. And it's done. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please give us a like and a subscribe. Share it with your other friends so that we get more views. It helps us out. The more people watch and share it and like it, the more, and comment, the more it shares it. Let us know in the comments what you think about our final product. If you like the new eyes or